Maureen McCormick is best known for playing the popular and insanely beautiful Marcia Brady on the hit television show The Brady Bunch. She lived out her formative years in front of millions of television viewers, playing Marcia from the time she was 12 until she was 17. When the show came to an end in 1974, McCormick reprised her role in the spin-off series and made-for-TV movies that followed. But through it all, no one knew that her real life was snowballing out of control behind the scenes. Here is the tragic real-life story of Maureen McCormick. Alleged abuse. Growing up as the youngest of 4 kids, McCormick suffered from anxiety due to her tumultuous family life. In a piece written for Newsweek, the child star revealed, "In the early 70s, my older brother was battling a heroin addiction, and my father was having an affair, both of which devastated my family." According to the actress's memoir, here's the story, Surviving Marcia Brady and Finding My True Voice. Her father had also been abusive. Her real life was obviously in direct contrast to her TV life, and that caused McCormick to feel like she was hiding a deep, dark secret. She wrote, "As a teenager, I had no idea that few people are everything they present to the outside world. Yet there I was, hiding the reality of my life behind the unreal perfection of Marcia Brady." Fear of infection. Speaking with the Today Show, McCormick revealed that her grandmother had gone insane and later passed away in a mental hospital from syphilis. Her mother had also contracted the STD while in utero.
"I thought that I had syphilis and that I was going to die in a mental institution too."
While detailing her life story to Newsweek, the actress said that the mere thought of contracting the highly contagious infection helped her in an unusual way while filming The Brady Bunch. She explained, "When I was doing those crying scenes in the show, that's what I was thinking about." Marcia and Jan. McCormick told the Today Show that behind the scenes, she and Eve Plum, who played Jan Brady, were actually best friends. Sadly, that all changed when McCormick appeared on a late-night talk show called Vibe and revealed she had shared a kiss with Plum on the cheek, and Plum was reportedly ticked off. McCormick told Today, "I was having fun, something I was joking with, and Eve didn't take it that way." When asked if there was any chance for a reconciliation, McCormick replied, "I've reached out to her. I called her for years and would never get a phone call back. Finally, after doing that for so long, I thought she'll call me when she wants to, and hopefully she will." Overcoming addiction. In her memoir, McCormick opened up about battling drug addiction several years after The Brady Bunch came to an end. She told People magazine, "I got into it through a boyfriend who was friends with people who did drugs. I have a very addictive personality. I know that now." The actress said she soon watched in horror as her vice tore apart those closest to her.
Well, I remember my father saying that he was going to turn me into the police.
In the end, McCormick went to therapy and relied on her faith to guide her down a path toward sobriety. Bulimia battle. Speaking with People magazine, McCormick recalled her 10-year battle with bulimia, which started after she enrolled into a public high school at the age of 17. She revealed, "I was with some girls, we had a gallon of ice cream, and someone mentioned how we could eat it all and not gain weight. It seemed ideal. Once I started purging, it was hard to stop." It didn't help that she was required to wear bathing suits for guest appearances on the Love Boat and Fantasy Island, which she claims made her especially self-conscious. McCormick finally decided it was time to face her eating disorder by competing on Celebrity Fit Club. She ended up winning the competition and losing 38 pounds in a healthy way. Dark depression. McCormick kicked her severe cocaine habit after marrying her husband in 1985, but the side effects of her drug use threatened to claim her life. The actress stated in her autobiography that the lingering anxiety and paranoia wreaked havoc on her life and marriage. She wrote, "I walked out onto the balcony and screamed that I was going to jump. I desperately wanted relief, and I saw it down below on the pavement." It took a depression diagnosis and a prescription for antidepressants to help her life do a complete 180. Destroying a career. Back in her days of using drugs, McCormick reportedly stayed awake for several days while on a drug binge and blew her audition for Steven Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark, according to her memoir.
I destroyed certain jobs. There were some where I was really high, and it was bad. It was really bad.
Even while filming The Brady Brides, the actress's drug use was taking control of her life. She told Newsweek, "I was supposed to be at Paramount Studios film testing one of my husbands, but where was I? Locked up in my apartment, doing cocaine and playing solitaire in my closet." These days, she's committed to inspiring those who may face the same battles she dealt with. She told ET, "So many people today are still just incredibly embarrassed about talking about it, as if it's a weakness. That's what we're all here for on this earth, right? To help each other and to talk about our experiences, because that's how we all heal and get better." Well said. Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.